things in life for free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money.
I love cash. I love the feel. I was looking at a coin collector doing a bit on YouTube the other day, how you look at whether you've got an old banknote that might be worth money. It's a very beautiful feel, the old cash, isn't it?
I do understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hey, what happened overnight, Dominic?
Wall Street creeped up to an all-time high on strong jobs growth, and business sentiment is just booming in the US. Despite months of criticism, when everyone was hanging out on Donald Trump's tariffs and the war on radical Islamic regime, the money is just following positive sentiment. Did you know if you invested in the NASDAQ 12 months ago, you would have made 47% on your money?
You're joking.
And that includes the dip when the war started.
Well, I was talking to Charlie about it. Google's just gone up a whole...
It's amazing.
Recently.
So the Dow Jones ended up 12 points higher at 49,609, and the S&P 500, a new all-time high of 7,399. I remember when it was 1,500. Not that long ago.
Now
anyway,
7,000.
And the NASDAQ is at 26,247. As I said earlier, it's a 40% return over the last year, including the drop.
So if you invested 10 grand, it's now worth 15.
Yeah, just about. It is. And the other thing you've got to remember is that most other markets are really struggling. The Australian market's struggling. In Europe, the FTSE was down. The French, German and Italian bourses were down. Gold put on at $19.80. It's up near $4,730 an ounce, which is getting up close to where it was at $5,000. West Texas Intermediate was 61 cents higher at $95.42 a barrel. We'd like to see that come down if they can resolve the Strait of Hormuz. And the A dollar is up against the greenback and is currently buying 72.46 US cents, with the ASX 200s by 42 points lower, pointing to a negative start on Monday. Following yesterday's effort, round market finished the week 124 points lower at 8,744.
Okay, now the lines are free. If you call now, you get straight through on 133 693.
And the topic I want to talk about, where to invest to get 8 to 10%. I get asked that all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
And what's your answer?
If you like property, there are property-based mortgage investments that are reasonably risky. You lend people to developers, etc. Some of them offer as high as 14, some of them offer as low as 7. But in the middle, there's 8 to 10%. But you've got to be very careful. You shouldn't put too much money into that one silo, that one basket. But the term deposits are paying 5.5 to 5.7% now, which is pretty low. But growth portfolios are paying 8 to 10% over 10 years, day in, day out, since Adam was a boy. So if you go into a diversified, well-managed growth portfolio, you should do well, but you've got to have a long-term time horizon. Don't try and invest for 12 months. Leave your money in a term deposit. So the decision tree is, can I leave this money or part of it for the long term, say 7 years or more? You can access it at any time, but it might be worth less on the day you want it. Just happens to be Shrove Tuesday, you need to buy a new car.
Shrove Tuesday?
I don't know what that is, actually. That's where they have a special feast.
I think so.
And, of course, the market's down on the day you want your money, so that's a bit disappointing. But if you wait a month or two, it'll be back to where it was. So that's the only negative about investing in growth portfolios, which have got shares, property, gold, silver, uranium, copper, all those things, high-tech startups. It's the way to go if you've got a long-term time horizon.
Any questions for Dominic? 133 693. Rob, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Dominic, just looking at Lake Soil share prices, they were a number of years ago 0.0001 and they've now hit 0.57. And with the current gas crisis we've got, and I know that Lake's drills for gas, would it be worth investing in something like that?
Rob, I don't follow Lake Soil, to be honest with you, but I personally have another energy stock that's sitting on a poultice of natural gas, and I can't understand. The price hasn't moved at all. It's actually quite low. So it's a similar one, I think, to Lake Oil. It's Conrad Asia. Now, that is at 8. It should be $1.40 according to the analysts, but it's 50 cents or something at the moment. So there seems to be a lot of
Conrad Asia Energy.
Yeah, I like that, and one of my friends runs it.
CRD. I'm glad they didn't call it Con.
Although there was a company called Conair, remember that?
Oh, yeah, Conair, yeah.
But so, to answer Rob's question, I think that category of small mining and oil ventures are being pushed at the back burner at the moment because IT and AI and batteries and copper and all the things that go into silver and all the things
lithium
that go into that area are taking precedent. But look, if you leave your details off air, or maybe just go to collinshouse.com, click on the Contact Dominic button, put your question there. I'll see if I can find an analyst report that can give you some more information than I've just have today.
What are you going to do, Rob? Do you think you might buy some?
Yeah, I was considering it. I've been watching it, and I just thought with the lack of gas, being drilling for gas and oil, and they might start. I think they've started doing it already, from what I hear, because the fracking ban, I think, is still on, or I'm not sure if that's still on. But yeah, I'm sure they're going to start to drill more for the gas, and it could be worth investing in, I think. Yeah.
Is this the one that's called Lakes Blue Energy? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It used to be called Lakes Oil. Yeah. Look, I just looked at the share price. It's 0.57. It's worth about 42 million, so it's a penny dreadful. The cash balance in the company is only $4 million, so it doesn't have a lot of cash. So maybe they'll be doing a capital raising or a share split or something to attract some investment into. They've got the Wombat gas field, I think, and the Portland Energy Project, and a few others in Otway Basin in South Australia, according to my quick research here. So it might be worth a punt, but please know that sector is being pummeled, which doesn't make sense because the price of gas and oil is rocketing up. So
Yeah.
it's perhaps a good time to buy.
Yeah, thanks. Interesting call. Thanks, Rob, for that. 133693. All of the lines are free. If you have a question for Dominic, you will get straight through. That Conrad Asia Energy, that was at $1.75 5 years ago.
Yes.
So it's dropped down to, what, about 76.9 at the minute?
Is it 76? It's gone.
Oh, no, hang on. It's
57, I think.
47.
47, there you go. Yeah.
47 and a half.
Yeah, I bought somewhere in between there. It came off a bit, and I thought I might have a bit of a punt. And look, this is speculative stuff. You don't go into these.
No, this isn't official advice.
No, and it's also something that people who follow the market might know more than me about it in that sector. But I do have a good friend, Mario Traviati, who runs that company, and he's very clever. So
Yeah.
follow the clever people, I say.
There are some great stories. My best mate ended up managing director of a company called Computer Share, the fat man. And he's out of it now, of course, but he said they started, their shares were 4 cents. And they're, what, now about $70 or something?
Yes.
Or whatever it is. I bought in at $6.60.
Oh, well done.
And what are they? Computer Share. Let's have a look. While I do that, Lois, good morning.
Good morning. How is everyone?
Yeah, good,
thanks.
Lois.
How can we help, Lois?
That's good. I'm planning on retiring this year. I'm just wondering, should I get my 20 weeks long service leave paid out to me or use it as a transition into retirement?
Good question, Lois. I've got to be rude and ask your age.
Just turned 67.
Oh, okay. Look, the world is your oyster. There are no tax benefits I can think of or tax lurks that you're going to get caught in if you take it as a lump sum, depending on your salary. Do you have a high salary, Lois?
No. I work in a public hospital and I do only work 6 days a fortnight.
Look, generally speaking, I can't think of it. It's really your lifestyle that'll determine how you should take that money. If you like a drip feed and you like to transition to retire that way, that may be option A. And option B would be to take it as a lump sum and go on a holiday. So it really depends on what suits your personal preferences.
Are you looking forward to retirement, Lois?
Absolutely, absolutely. I can't cope at work anymore.
Yeah.
It's too busy.
And let me say,
Public hospital, yeah.
Oh, if you work in nursing or caring, it's hard bloody work.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going to say, as you've attained 67 years of age, you should go down to Centrelink and see if you qualify for any age pension benefits. And if you don't, you might look at getting one of the tax-effective superannuation income streams, which gives you a little bit of a leg in terms of getting a small age pension or a greater age pension. Depends on how much money you've got.
Thanks, Lois, for the call. Computer Share is currently trading at $30.73 a share.
You bought them at $6. That's well done.
$6.60, I remember. Long time ago, though.
Yep.
I've had to wait a long time. Hey. And to Floyd, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good,
Thanks, Floyd. How can we help?
I'm wondering if there's any advice about investing in the Chinese electric vehicle boom. I'm thinking of getting an EV myself. Wondered if it's an investment possibility.
It's a highly speculative one on one hand and then very popular on the other hand. So if you go to collinshouse.com, click on the Contact Me button, I'll send you some information that we've done research on it because it's very complicated. It's a bit of a yin and yang. Sorry to be using that pun, but it can be good and it can be very bad.
No worries. Thanks very much.
No
Thanks,
worries,
Floyd. To Steve, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Quick question on both CSL and DMP, Domino Pieces. They both seem to have gone progressively down over the last year, but Are they worth buying? Are they worth holding? Or should I get
Steve,
out of there in a hurry?
with specific share investments, I get research on those, and at the moment they're both on the nose, but there might be some positive light at the end of the tunnel. So again, I sound like a record because I've only got 10 seconds to go. Go to collinshouse.com, click on the contact me, put your details down, and I'll send you some research to see if that's appropriate for you, because it could be good, bit of yin and yang on both of those as well.
Yeah, that's right. Alan, good morning.
Team, maybe that information you gave Lois or Louise about taking a superannuation, it might pay to check that, because if you get made redundant, leave the company or retire, yes, you take the lump sum instead of a transition or retirement. The lump sum, I'm sure if you leave the company, the business doesn't have to pay the 12.5% super.
That's if she's made redundant. You're completely right, Alan. That's a different set of circumstances.
Someone else said that she said if it's taken as a lump sum on leaving employment, super isn't paid. She's better to use it before she leaves.
And I'm talking about the redundancy, two different things. But Alan, good point. And if you can manufacture redundancy, it's even better because you get some moolah on the way out.
Thank you, Dominic. See you next week. collinshouse.com. Dominic Alafaci.